The Institute for Supply Management released the February manufacturing data on yesterday. And the headline says expansion. PMI at 52.4, second straight month of growth. But the details are alarming. I want to share a video with you, okay? Check this out.
First up, though, busy day for some manufacturing surveys. Let's get back to Rick Santelli. Hey, Rick.
Hi, Carl. Indeed. Now, these are the ISM PMIs, and these are fresh February reads. On the headline, manufacturing expecting 51.5. In the rearview mirror, 52.6. We come in at 52.4. And if we look at prices paid, we'd rather have these go down, but zoom, 70.5. Well ahead of the 60-ish. We're looking for 59 in the rearview mirror. 70.5 would be the warmest since June of 22. And if we look at new orders, 55.8, better than expectations, but lacking in terms of sequential. 57.1 in the rearview mirror. 55.8 would be the weakest since Dece of last year when we were sub 50 at 47.4. And if we look at employment on a week where it's very key, we get the big jobs report this week. Well, 48.3 expected, 48.8 better than expected. And
we're going to talk about the jobs report on tomorrow. Gave you guys a little bit of a preview. But here are the numbers, the two numbers that matter. Number one, prices paid, 70.5. That is an 11.5 jump in 1 month from 59 to 70.5, highest since June 2022 when inflation was at its peak. Steel prices are rising. Aluminum prices are rising. Tariffs flowing through the entire supply chain. And now you add $82 oil on top of that. Things are getting expensive. Number two, employment, 48.8. That is below 50. That means contracting. That means shrinking. And here's a line from the ISM report that should stop you. 45% of the manufacturers that they surveyed said managing headcounts is the norm, not hiring. Managing headcounts. That means holding off on filling open positions. That means doing more with fewer people. That means the machines are running, but the hirees are not coming. I want you guys to type trapped if you feel the squeeze. Type trapped in the chat, okay? Now here's where it gets interesting. There was one bright spot buried in the ISM survey. One manufacturer said something that I want you to hear. They said, and I am paraphrasing, over the past 5 years, we've spent thousands trying to attract new employees and had almost zero responses. But in the last 6 months, we have been able to hire experienced engineers, CNC operators, and young people who want to become CNC machinists. Read that again. 5 years of trying to hire, almost zero responses. Now in 6 months, they are filling roles. That tells you something important. Skilled trades are in demand. CNC machinists, welders, industrial automation, robotics maintenance. These are the roles that factories need, but cannot replace with AI. Ain't that something? You guys are starting to get the news, the data now. You're starting to understand where a lot of people need to position themselves. I want you guys to check out this video real quick.
It's great to see you. A lot of really interesting, maybe surprising findings in this survey. I want to just go straight to that price component. 70.5 for February. These tariffs have been in place for a while now. What changed that caused that big jump, do you think?
You know, it's a great question. 11.5. I mean, a double-digit jump is big anyway. This is really, really big. I have found nothing about the timing of it, and it's a mystery to me. What's interesting is that we are still in an expansion area. We're a bit down from last month, but we are still in expansion, and really, you know, at 52.4, it's not much in expansion, but it is there anyway. So prices Interestingly enough, when you think about the sectors that are expanding, we always talk about there's 18, but there's 6 that make up 72% of manufacturing GDP. Food, beverage, tobacco, and petroleum and coal products are the 2 that are not in expansion. We'll see if that changes. And, prices, as you mentioned, Julie, 20% comes through that area of the world. We will see if that puts petroleum and coal back into expansion. It hasn't been there since September when it was finally in expansion after a period of not.
Let me connect this to a bigger picture. ISM prices at 70.5. PPI core at 3.6%. Oil at $82. Okay. The Fed wanted to cut rates this year. The market started the year expecting 4 cuts. Now, the market is pricing only 1 to 2 cuts for all of 2026. What does this mean for you? Well, mortgage rates stay at 6%. If you were waiting to buy a house, that window is not opening anytime soon. Small business lending stays tight. Consumer spending gets squeezed. Gas going from $2.85 to $3 plus. Food prices still running hot. The economy is not crashing. It is squeezing from both sides. Prices going up, jobs going down, the Fed stuck in the middle, okay?